Hello everyone. Today we will speak on microteaching. Microteaching was first adopted by Dwight W. Allen and his co-workers at Stanford University, USA, while in India the first attempt was made in 1974 to spread microteaching. Microteaching is a technique in which a teacher is trained for learning teaching skills. In this technique, the teacher is put in a real life situation wherein their skills are developed and they tend to get a deeper understanding of the subject matter. Microteaching is a scaled down teaching encounter in class size and time. Microteaching as a training technique which requires student teachers to teach a single concept using specified teaching skill to a smaller number of pupils in a short duration of time. It is a process where the teacher reviews a recording of the teaching session to get substantial feedback from peers and or students about which what has been followed properly and what further improvements can be adopted in the teaching techniques. What are the objectives of microteaching? It concentrates on specific teaching behaviors and provides opportunities for practicing teaching under controlled conditions. Through microteaching, the behavior of the teacher as well as the pupil is modified and the teaching learning process becomes more effective through skill training. To make the teacher ready to take up real time classes with confidence, it helps in developing the knowledge, skills, and capabilities of the teachers. Through this, teachers get immediate feedback on their performances, which can be worked upon for further improvements. As this is a sort of test for the teachers, it will not put students at risk if the teacher fails to perform well. The teacher was asked to prepare a short lesson. Now, these are the steps of microteaching. The teacher was asked to prepare a short lesson, ideally for 20 minutes, for a handful of students who were not necessarily his or her students. This session was simultaneously recorded and later viewed by the teacher and the students, and constructive feedback was noted on their views on the session delivered. The teacher got feedback from the students as well as colleagues who judged the teaching process from the microscopic view. The ideal micro teaching cycle is of 36 minutes, wherein teaching takes about 6 minutes. Feedback takes 6 minutes, replan takes 12 minutes, reteach takes 12 minutes, and re-feedback takes 6 minutes. Now, what are the pros for micro teaching? Micro teaching is implemented on a small scale, which results in less expenditure in total and is thus very cost effective. It helps in developing systematic lesson plans by the teachers for the pupils. Microteaching boosts the level of confidence in the teacher in dealing with real-time students and class scenarios, which instills a sense of positive attitude amongst the teachers to achieve better results. Microteaching is focused on a limited number of students, namely 4 to 5, and so the focus is basically on building a better learning environment. Microteaching acts as a personality enhancing tool for teachers. Microteaching helps in planning the lesson properly. Now, what are the disadvantages of microteaching? Due to the lack of actual class feeling, there is no personalization in dealing with the students. This generally overlooks the students' social emotional development with the teacher. The time duration might not be enough to judge the true potential of the teacher. This method is quite time consuming. Personalization is also not possible as this is not a permanent setup. What are the skills of micro teaching? The skills are lesson planning, presentation and explanation skills, illustration with examples, and stimulus variations. Probing questions, the questions which are to inquire by the students. Then classroom management, what is the management of the classroom, how the students are sitting and how the teacher is standing and teaching them. Then use of audio visual aids, like what the teacher takes help of, which are the most used audios or visual or gestures of the teacher. Then blackboard writing. The writing should be very clear so that the students could understand more properly and easily. Achieving closure. Thank you.